Hey guys, and welcome back to Broken Tabletop. I'm your host, Broken Soul. Now, the last video you guys saw, I unboxed Blitz Bowl, the Ultimate Edition, and today I will be assembling. Today I will be assembling both teams. So, I actually flipped a coin earlier today, and I actually decided, you know what? Let me do the team first because I actually have out of all the teams I have more human teams than anything else right now. So I figure I know how to assemble them the easiest. So I'll start with these guys. So I'm gonna take my little sprue cutters right here. Easily pick up at Walmart or Target, wherever you choose to pick up your stuff at. And of course, once I finish assembling each one, I will give each one their own base. In fact, put it up to the side. Here. When the first guy is done, this will be his base. Unless I decide to change them out or something like that. But with the human teams, because they're so easy to assemble, I usually just leave them in that one base. Like in the base that these come in. Because I actually have like a baggie full of like a bunch of like other bases that I use. Okay. So I'm going to start off with the coin. I usually like getting the... I know it's called a token, but I like the coins first. So, okay. And then I'm gonna get this next piece right here. Okay. Two more. Sorry about the camera. I'm mostly looking over the camera right now, so there we go. And now this next piece right here. Okay, now with that, I should easily be able to just whoop. Perfect. Now let's take a look at that. Okay. All right, nice and smooth. I can't even feel where it was. Wait. Yeah, no, can't even feel it. And there we go. This would normally be, because they're the human team in Blitz Bowl, in the universe, they're called the Reichland Reavers. However, I usually like giving my teams different names. For example, as you saw in the old video, or the last video, these little guys here, oh, that's way better looking than what I did earlier. But yeah, these guys here, these are not called the Reichland Reavers. Because these are my own customized team, I decided to give these guys the name of, I call them Spirit Eagles. It sounds like a little edgy, but hey, it's my team. I customize it completely. I'm the one who spent hours assembling and painting them, so I kind of have a little bit of some leeway in terms of what I can call them, right? I hope so. Otherwise, I'm going to get a lot of comments saying, you're not allowed to do that. Which, if someone says that to you, then honestly, you should just avoid them as best you can, because when it comes to games like this, from Games Workshop specifically, like a lot of it is customization. Like you don't have to do everything by the exact book. I mean, sure, there are people who do that and they enjoy the game for it, you know, more power to them as they do. However, in my opinion, I believe that, oh, wait, no, yeah, it's okay. In my opinion, I believe that like if you have a game like this that is very heavily like customizable, like that very highly encourages it, then honestly I say you do it. I say you customize whatever you want to customize the best way you want to do it. If you want to make a team feel like just spray painted pure gold, you spray painted pure gold. If you want to make them like pink with yellow stripes, you can do that too. There is no wrong way to essentially make these teams your own, you know? Also, what I like the most is because how much detail there is. Like, look at that little football right there. See that? Let me just check that. Yeah, that's good. Check right there. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, see, like that little football right there. Like, and that's what basically what goes on the base for each player. Let me get this little guy back out. I can use him for reference for later on. But yeah, that's the ball, and like, bam. Just picks it up right there. I'd get the ball that I already have painted out, but they're so difficult to paint sometimes. Or like, no, it's not that difficult to paint. It's just that mine's in a little baggie right now, and I'd have to dig through it just to get to the ball. But that's neither here nor there. So let's keep going. Where's the next ball at? I want to get at least like all the spare stuff. I can do the players later on, but I know I apologize for doing this so wonky. It's just I'm trying. There we go, to see it best from my own eyes, rather than having to see it through the camera's eyes. But I'm doing my best here. If you guys have any other... Oh, yeah, no, okay. So with these, usually if I can't get it... There we go. If I can't get to the little sprue, I usually have to do the twist. So I'll take that and I'll twist it, and then it should just pop off like that. No issue at all. Now usually I will double check it. There we go. Scrape a little bit off there. It's all good. Okay, so put that off to the side. Now these little balls here have little pegs on them. So that way whenever, like, say you have the ball, boom, it fits in a little peg. These guys have little holes in their bases as well, as you can see right there. However, with them, the peg's a little bit more difficult to put in there. Again, mainly because when I based them, I didn't do it that, I don't say that good a job, but I did too good a job. So I can't even get inside the base anymore. But, I mean, hey, it looks good. I like it a lot, so I have no issue with that. But if anyone else does, I mean, again, like, just tell them, hey, like, I customize this game the way I want to do it, you know? Actually, and in fact, I actually saw this one team, I forget where it was from, but they made them look exactly like the Reichland Reavers, you know, like the actual Blood Bowl team from Games Workshop's own Blood Bowl, and it looked pretty good. It looked pretty amazing. However, I believe it was the Orc team they were facing against. They made them, of course, green skins like usual, but they gave them all like white armor with some orange like highlights, I want to say, like, you know, like little stripes and stuff like that. And they made it look super customizable. It looked really good, actually. You'd almost think it was like an actual like football team. I think it actually might be an actual like college team. I could be completely wrong. I don't know what team has orange and white. Actually, no, I take it back. Yeah, my state has that. Shoot, that's right. Texas has the orange and white. They may have done orange. Huh. Wait. Okay, hold up. I almost made a big mistake right there. I almost just started chipping away like willy-nilly. Nope, I need the instructions on this one. I know what you're probably thinking. Broken, you've been assembling these things for God knows how, for God knows how long, or Nurgle knows how long, or Orc and Mork, Gork and Mork knows how long, if you know that you know the references. But like, hey, why are you having to use the instructions to assemble these guys? Well, because I want to make sure I get it right every single time. And whether or not I've done this one time or 1,000,000 times, I want to make sure I get it right each and every single time. Now, I believe this one is, yep, this guy right here, number 6, the lineman. Now, I need to look for part number 16, 17, and 18. Now, this was part number 16. So 17 and 18. Now, the numbers are usually, don't know if you can see that. You see like number 13 right there? So give me a quick second. Let me see if I can find 17 and 18. See, I found 16. Ah, here's 18. Right there. 16, 17, and 18. If you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, that might bring a few bells. But then again, what do I know? Hang on, can't get to that. And there we go. Pull that out. It's smooth. Oh, let me take a double check on that real quick. Okay. Okay. What was that third one? Up there it is. Yep, doesn't look too bad at all. Just gonna wipe that clean real quick. Now I leave that alone because I have to put number 17 on first, which is the head. If I don't put the head on first, it'll be just like a headless player, which I'm not gonna lie, would be hilarious to see. Could you imagine some guy? What happened? Headless Joe made a touchdown. Really? Can you see? Well, I know he can't. Oh god, that was a bad joke. And there's his head. Nice little guy. Okay, now here's where we assemble head to the body, and then front part of the chest. Okay, now it's supposed to be like a push in. So I don't know if you can see right. There we go. That little bit right there is supposed to get right there. Now this little bit here, I'm going to leave that balanced. If you can't see it, I apologize. I'm going to do my best here. And then that goes right there, I believe. Yep. Okay, perfect. Now all I got to do is just squeeze. Okay, okay. One more good squeeze. There we go. This usually helps out. Don't know. Just boop, 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 boop. Okay. A little bit of a shaky head, but it's perfectly fine. Once he's fully painted, he'll be good to go. But yeah, there we go. there's our first guy. This would be a lineman. Well, I'm freaking looking at it when I can see I already have a guy painted fully taken care of. But let me put that back right over there. So here's our first guy, and he is going to go, you can't really see it, but back here, I have the two dugouts here and here for the Skaven, but here's the first human and his human dugout. There's our first guy. All right, next up, let's go with, you know what? Screw, I already went the last guy. Let me go backwards. Another lineman. Now I need to look for 13, 14, and 15. Now, oh wait. Haha, forgot to give myself a little extra lighting. See, 13, 14, and 15. See if I can find it on this here. Where would they be? Ah, here's 15. Take that off. Take that off. Take that off. There's 15. There's 13. 13. And let me ask you guys something. For those in the comments who are actually paying attention to any of this stuff. But, do any of you guys actually, like, have you ever played Blitz Bowl or Blood Bowl or any, like, board game with this level of, like, I guess you could say detail or care into it, like Warhammer 40K or D&D, you know, Blood Bowl, Blitz Bowl, Dungeon Bowl, anything like that? Like, let me know, guys. Like, you know, I want to be a part of the conversation. I want you guys to be part of this along with me, you know? Okay. Here's this bit right here. Honestly, I don't know if I would actually, myself, like, I've played other board games all my life. Of course, the usual, you know, classic favorites. I've played Monopoly. I've played, there we go, number 2. Battleship, of course, the usual American games, Connect 4, Apples to Apples, you know, stuff like that. Would You Rather. I've even played other games, like, I don't know if you guys remember the old game Heroescape. If you are a fan of, like, I guess you could say it's like Warhammer 40K watered down. It's like, it's the Blitz Bowl of Warhammer 40K. You know, it's very, very much, like, watered down on that. Number 4. 10, 11, 12. Okay. And I know I'm just kind of like breezing through all this stuff. Yeah, wait. Why am I going for 9? No, 10, 11, 12. Stupid. I know I'm kind of like breezing through, just like assembling these guys, but I figure like, oh, you guys are probably just, I don't know, I might just say bored or whatever. I don't want to bore you guys when I assemble these things. 12. That's 9. What's 11 and 10? Oh, there's number 10, and there's 11. Okay. But, you know, I want to try and see if I can get through this as quickly as possible. The painting, same thing. If I can, I'll try and see if I can do, like, an edit thing in post-production. Like, oh, just skim through it, maybe, like, have some music and just, like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I guess if it's even possible, I'll try and see if I can do some streaming on that as well. But we'll see on that front. Shaving that off a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Now let me put that into his third base, and there we go. All looking nice and spiffy. Who says spiffy anymore? I don't even know where I heard that from. I want to say I think my dad. Maybe my grandpa. I honestly don't remember. And there we go. Our third lineman and third human player into his dugout. Great. Next up, number 3, the catcher. Okay, this is probably going to be the easiest one to have to assemble because he looks just so, like, unique compared to his teammates that, like, you could just easily tell which is which in terms of some of these guys. Like, again, the thrower, yeah, the catcher, easy to tell. The thrower, easy to tell. But the ones that are a little bit more, I guess you could say, difficult to figure out would be the lineman and the blitzer. But again, unless you've played this enough times and you know these guys front to back, then, you know, it doesn't really matter, I guess you could say. Okay, and then 4. Where's number 4 at? Sorry if you guys can't see it. I'm just looking for it. Oh, I just got 4, 5. Oh, I'm looking for number 6, which is this one. There we go. Okay, and again, sorry if you guys can't see this. I am just trying my best to look at this through, like, I'm not using the camera to look at this. I'm using my own eyes, because I trust my own eyes more than I would trust the camera. Okay, he's looking at the ball. There we go. And then, shoot, hold up. So he goes in like, all right, hang on. I gotta move hands around a bit. Ugh. Watching the comments, you're gonna be all like, what the heck is going on, Broken? You ain't doing this good. You stink at it. Oh, there we go. Sorry about the shake. Perfect. All I gotta do is get his base. Get the rest of these out. And just put them off to the side. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 3 more bases. So 2. There we go. 1 base for our catcher. And there he is. There's our catcher right there. You know what, guys? I think I might do a thing. I don't know if you guys are willing to actually show some support to a very, very, very small channel such as this one. But if you guys, like, tell me something. If you guys wanted to, if I got, like, enough votes, or if I got enough people saying, like, oh, I would support you, you know, through this or that, or I would really want to see, like, my name, like, I could probably do, like, hey, my favorite comment, or my biggest supporter, or hell, even a like a Patreon or a Cash App, like, donation. I kind of want to, like, again, I am not trying to be like, oh, I'm only in this for the money, but no, but I do have bills I need to pay. Like, just like everyone else, I have bills I gotta pay, and I have to do a bunch of stuff like that. What I'm asking is, like, would you guys, if I were to, like, to put, like, a small, like, I guess you could say incentive, like, hey, you know, donate $1, just $1, to my Patreon or to my Cash App or whatever, and would you guys want, I can actually name some of these players after you guys. Now, I will say this, though, I'm not trying to be sexist at all, I promise I'm not, but, blame Games Workshop, but this is mostly I'm not trying to say like a men's sport, but this game was primarily made mostly by men, and a lot of the players are mostly of the male, I guess you could say origin, descent, sexuality, I don't know what you would call it. So if there are any girl players out there who want to be like, oh, I want to be named after somebody, then I can either make their last name like your name, or I could do like a whole, because there are other teams with other genders, like, I know for a fact that the elf team, like, yeah, the elf team for sure have female players. I know there we go. The dark elves have that one witch elf, which is, of course, a female. And I know there's an entire Amazon team. Though, if I'm being completely honest, if I were to do an Amazon team, there's our thrower, I would actually want to do a customized one, because I do not like the Amazon team that they give us in the official Blitz Bowl, or Blood Bowl even. So I actually would want to 3D print my own and use them. Again, I don't know why I'm really bringing this up, but I mean, that's just a thing. But yeah, if you guys would want to be like, hey, like, making up a name here, John Smith. You know, yeah, I'll just use like the most common name I can think of. John Smith. Hey, I donated like $1. I donated 50 cents. I donated a penny, whatever. I've donated something to help your channel grow a little bit. Then yeah, I could definitely, like, say, name a thrower, a blitzer, a lineman. Like, hey, like, you're a player. I will not give you a choice. Or I'm not saying I won't give you a choice. I'm saying, like, to make it fair, I'm not going to be all like, oh, I'm only giving you, they say, the blitzer position because you asked for it. Or I'm only making you a thrower because, again, you asked for it. It's like, hey, yeah, no, sorry. I was just checking something on that thing. No, but I'm not saying, like, I'm not giving you a choice in terms of what you want to pick or who you are, anything like that. I'm saying, like, hey, like, I don't want to make it seem like, oh, I only was able to get, like, say, my favorite position as, like, say, a blitzer because, oh, I donated so much cash, or I did this, or I did that. No. I'm saying, like, hey, like, I'll randomize it completely. You know, I will completely randomize the whole thing. So that way it's like, hey, I'm not specifically a blitzer, I'm not specifically a thrower, or I'm not specifically a lineman. I donated, so I got a player in the first place. Heck, for all you know, if I had any, I could make you a referee just as easily. So, you know, stuff like that. But I'm leaving that up to you guys. And there we go. That is the human team all taken care of. Now, here's the team that I was not really afraid to do, but something I was kind of questioning in terms of like, hey, can this even work in terms of just a push fit? Because I have a Skaven team. I have another Skaven team. Let me get that real quick. Here, I'll get the... There we go. Like, see, here's my gutter runner. I know what I'm talking about in terms of I have other, like, teams, but I'm just saying, like, this was not a push fit when I first got this guy. This guy was definitely a, hey, this guy was definitely a, hey, I had to glue this guy up. I mean, I have, just in case, I have some glue. And in case you're wondering, this is the Army Painter plastic glue. I really don't use a certain brand or anything like that. I just use whatever I choose to use because, hey, for one thing, I feel like if I can use a little bit of everything, I'll use a little bit of everything. I use the Army Painter, I use Citadel, I use, like, whatever you can. I even use, like, sometimes I'll even use like just plain old acrylic paint if I want to, but you know, it depends on what each person's preference is. So let's start with this one. I'm going to do a little bit more carefully. The Blitzer looks like he's up first, so I gotta get numbers. Where is he at? Ooh, okay, this one's a lineman. So for 1, 2, and 3, I'm gonna do the lineman. So here's number 1. Yep, sorry. Bring it down so you guys can see at the very least. 1. Oh, these guys are honestly tricky to do. There we go. Oh, easy, easy, careful, careful. And then the tail. It's always been very tricky for me. I have another Skaven. There, the tail is not coming off, but if I'm not careful, he can easily bust. Okay, it doesn't look too bad. That little chip right there, it'll go away with the paint on over it. That little bit there, he's fine. I know I didn't trim my nails, but just to help me out a bit with this. Oh, this guy can shave off. Shave off. Okay. That's 1. And then 2 and 3. Oh, I'm a complete idiot. I completely forgot to take off everything else, like the tokens as well as the footballs. Now, the Skaven footballs are actually a little bit more weird because they're more like almost like a sewage, like kind of crystal looking thing. You see that right there? See that? Like texture stuff right there in the middle is supposed to be like green, and that bit's like surround, like it's like a green crystal, like green ooze. That was actually the idea I had. The green crystal was what I had for that. See that those crystals, I painted those myself. Those were not part of the game. So that's what I'm saying. Like you can, like what I was saying earlier, you can customize each of these players any way you choose. It does not matter. So long as you're the one who's having fun with it, you're the one enjoying yourself, and you're the one who's playing the game, it does not matter what other people think. Because you can customize these any way you choose. Okay. I'm not gonna lie though. I mean, when I first saw, because I watched a YouTube video of not an unboxing, but this guy reviewing Ultimate Edition of Blitz Bowl. Blitz Bowl. And when I looked at this game, and I was like, okay, did this guy just paint these weird, or this guy just paint these things weird, or is it like, are they supposed to be like a dirty brown, like a poop brown looking kind of color? And I looked at it and like, okay, well, let me take a look at this. So when I opened the box and that unboxing video, yep, they were supposed to be like a poop brown kind of color. I was kind of, not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping it'd be more like these were black, so that I wouldn't have to not necessarily not have to prime them, but more like I would have to be a little more easier when it comes to painting them. It can be a little more not cheaper, but easier for me. All right, now I got number 1 out. Now I need to still get number 2 and 3 for the body and the head. There's 3. There's the head, Okay. Oh, hang on. I can actually take this off just by wiggling it a bit. So, I apologize completely for the cough you guys are hearing. If I'm able to edit it out, it won't matter. But if you can get it, if it slips through one or two, then again, I apologize. There we go. Perfect. Now, if these are push fit, let me take a look at this. Yeah, these are not push fit at all. No, actually, no, these are push fit. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that right there, but those little things there go into those little two holes right there. So it looks like these are push fit. Let me just put the head on this guy here. And it looks like he goes, huh. Oh, I am an idiot. I am an idiot. He goes on this little bit here, where that little bit goes right there. So I'm going to have to, I'll try and be as careful as I can with this. There we go. Oh, yeah, okay, so it is push fit. This is completely different from what I did when I opened up the actual Blood Bowl team. And actually, here's a thing I kind of discovered. Don't tell Games Workshop I told you this, but I actually, when I first started playing Blitz Bowl, I was like, hey, I don't have to buy a Blitz Bowl specific box. I can buy a single Blood Bowl box, and I can actually, if I don't play Blood Bowl, I can just use a single team, split it in half, oh shoot, and I can use that. In other words, in other words, in each box comes 12 players, right? Now, each game of Blitz Bowl only costs 6 players. In other words, all I have to do is essentially just paint six of the players, different colors, and I have 2 teams right then and there. So when I first got Blood Bowl, because I have the Blood Bowl box with the humans and ogres and orcs in it. Ogres, why did I say ogres? When I first got the Blood Bowl box, I actually split it in half, and I was able to get 4 teams. 2 human teams, 2 orc teams. And boom, I was able to get like, dang, I have a bunch of different teams. But as I kind of kept purchasing more and more different teams, I realized, you know what, I might want to end up playing Blood Bowl. So I actually, when I got the Blitz Bowl, I took 6 of those guys and I combined, like, essentially I gave myself a full human team and one full orc team. If I ever wanted to just, you know, like play with family and stuff like that. Because I doubt I'm going to be able to actually join a full league or anything like that. But we'll see what happens. If, maybe, who knows, maybe I'll get good enough one day. But yeah, there's our first Skaven, a lineman. I'm going to put him right here because the book is covering the, it's covering the dugout. Oh, I forgot to get the score marker. Let me get that. I am just all over the place today. Broken, what is wrong with you? You had it a second ago. You had the teams for the humans, and what the heck? Like, Skaven just not good enough for you? Do you not like them? Are they not good enough? No, I love all my teams. Every single one. And I have a bunch of different teams. I have Nurgles. I have humans, of course. Skaven, orcs. I have elves. I have, as I said in my unboxing video for this, I have halflings. I have, I said dwarves, I believe. Yes. Nurgle. I have the Chaos. I have Lizardmen. I actually have to look up for this, but yeah, I have a bunch of different teams, and honestly, I love every single one of them. 4, 5, 6. I love every single one of them equally. There's no, how could I put this? I'm like a parent almost. I have no favorite children, but in terms of teams, I would say, like, the ones that I would play as the most would probably be, if not the humans, the Lizardmen. Mainly because it sounds stupid. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is stupid, but in terms of the Lizardmen, I have a lot of respect for them because they're kind of using a lot of like Aztec inspired stuff. And again, I am of Hispanic descent, so I really can appreciate that. You know, for me, it seems almost like, I don't want to say home, but in a word, home. You know, again, it sounds weird, but it's just something that I am able to appreciate from these guys. And again, there we go. And I like it a lot, you know. I especially like the footballs. Like, each individual team gets its own individual football, you know, like its own little, there we go. Like, it personalizes each different one. It tells you what exactly you're dealing with, which, again, the Skaven have their, like, nasty-looking sewage, almost kind of stuff. Humans have regular footballs, but just spiky. Orcs have, I'm not kidding, it looks like they took apart a frog, stuffed it, and then just sewn it back over. Like, it looks crazy, but I love it because, you know, like, it looks like something the orcs would do, and it's honestly, it's a lot of fun. I love it a lot. There we go. A second Skaven. Move you guys over here and put you right here. You two right there. No, but one of my favorite footballs from my teams I have are definitely, like, without question, the halflings. I love their football the most because it's literally just a couple of sandwiches. Like, it is that simple. Just 2 sandwiches and you're done. If I had them, I would show you right now, but again, they're in a little baggie that I have to, like, dig up, and I do not want to have to dig them up right now, but no, there we go. But hey, like I said, I love it. It's a lot of fun, and honestly, while I do enjoy the game, I also really enjoy just, like, taking these apart and just playing the game, honestly, because the game itself, I feel like, is a little bit more fun than anything else, because, okay, or no, like, I feel like sometimes, like, even painting and collecting these are more fun than the game itself, is what I meant to say. Because, I don't know, it's like, it's almost therapeutic, like a bliss to just sitting around, hanging out, there we go, and just painting, you know? Just you, your paintbrush, and your worries just, with each brush stroke, they just go away. And there's just something, like, kind of beautiful to that, you know? But again, I that's just me. But for all I know, you could be, you know, anyone who watches this could have a completely different experience. It could be like, oh, I hate painting and assembling, and I like playing the game more. However, I'm only watching you paint and assemble these so I can have a good idea for what I can do in the future. And which, if that's the case, then, hey, I at least enjoy being useful. I enjoy at least being able to say, like, I helped somebody. There we go. I helped somebody put their game together so they can play with their friends. In fact, you don't even have to customize. You don't even have to paint these guys if you don't want to. When I first started playing these games, each of the little figures, there we go, were just as is. No paint, no primer, no nothing. There we go. And actually, I'll put this guy because his tail's all the way out. There we go. And, like, I didn't care how these guys looked. I just cared that I could play the game. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. And honestly, it just depends on what you want to do. Actually, if you guys don't, I'm just sitting around rambling, just talking nonsense. I might honestly just edit this thing out to where it's like only a 5-minute video, or I might just leave everything as is and we might just hang out. Really, it's up to you guys. If you guys choose to have either one, let me know. I might, depending on how the unboxing video does, because at the time of me making this one, I did not post the, there we go, or it's rather still in the works. In other words, like, I had to still, like, render and update and upload and all different stuff. It's taking a minute, that's the only thing. But the unboxing video has not come out yet, so I figured, there we go, once the unboxing video comes out, depending on how that does, if you guys want, I can keep this as is, and, you know, you'll be hearing my very, very not sexy voice talking the whole time. Or if you guys want to keep, depending on how the next video does, I can either keep this as is, or I can make it look a lot, I can make it to where it just edits out and just flows on through. Honestly, it kind of more likely it just depends on what I want to do, because if I want to keep it as is, I'll keep it as is. If I don't, then I won't. I really just do not care. Hopefully you guys can see this pretty good. If you can't, I apologize. And I know I say I apologize a lot. I'm just not a very sorrowful man, but it's just become a habit. You know, I say sorry a lot. So I think I got it. I just have to squeeze it a little harder. Hopefully it will not break. That's the only thing I'm concerned the most about. Because it looks to me like I have to put this arm first, and then I have to put the head with the other arm. Oh, wait. No, I was wrong. it's the head with this arm first, and then it's the other one. So this will go right here. Okay, the Skaven are so freaking spiky. How did they... Okay, I think that goes like that. And now this arm goes like that. And it goes like that. Yeah, just like that. And that goes... Okay, so here's this one, the one I'm working on right now, and here's this one. They look exactly the same. So I think I may have gotten it right. I think that's it. I just have to... So I think that's it. I just have to... Like when I paint it, it'll just like all stick into place. So we'll see what happens with that. But for now, I'm going to just put it in its base and just hope to God, whatever God you pray to, that it stays. For me, it's Gork and Mork because I'm an orc. I play orcs with 40k, or at least I collect them. I don't play the game really that much. I'm pretty sure with that I just lost a good chunk of fans right there. If even I have any fans. I'm not trying to boast or anything like that, but I know that I have fans in my other channel, What If Soul, and I have 1 or 2 fans in Broken Soul Studios. I don't really think that many people watch Broken Soul Studios. I think it's more like, oh, people subscribe to that only because they're subscribed to What If Soul, and I guess they feel like, oh, I kind of have to support my more favorite channel. But I mean, hey, I appreciate the support wherever it may come from. So, you know, I thank you guys for that. Hang on, I'm gonna turn this other light on real quick. There we go. And I appreciate you guys for that. I really do. It means a lot. There we go. It means a lot. It really does. And if you guys actually can... And if you guys can call yourselves fans of this channel right here, of Broken Tabletop, I'm not gonna lie, that would make my day. Just... Honestly, it would just make my day, and I would very much love it. I would very much appreciate that so much. I'm not going to try to... Yeah, 14, 13, yeah, okay. I'm not going to try to be all like, oh, love me, please, don't ever stop. No. I'm not going to try and be that. That's just petty as heck, and I don't like being petty as heck. What I really... Or not petty, pity. Or is it still petty? Either way, I don't want that. If you guys like me, that's because it's your choice, because you would legit, like, honestly, like, because you enjoy what I do, you enjoy the kind of stuff I put out there for you guys. And if you can enjoy that, then I'm not gonna lie, it would mean a lot to me if you guys did like and subscribe and all different stuff. I'm not gonna force it. I'm not gonna say like, hey, don't forget to like and subscribe, or at least not on this channel, not yet. There we go. Perfect. See, that's how it's supposed to be done. You pay attention, like you freaking... Okay, these are the last guys. Like I said, this is probably gonna be just an assembly video. I don't know if I'll actually paint these or not. More than likely, I probably will not. I'll just assemble them, and you know what? I might just do a quick little mock game. And by mock game, I mean I'm gonna play a quick game. I don't know if I'll play with a friend or if I'll play with or if I'll play like a solo game, and I'll be like, oh yeah, we'll play a... You know, I'll say I'm actually playing both teams, and I can do it. I mean, I've done it before with other games, mainly because I was just bored one time in a waiting room at a doctor's appointment. I was like, you know what? There's a chessboard right here. Let me take these. I can play both sides. I mean, let me see how good I can be against myself, I guess you could say. Am I my own worst enemy? And turns out I was. I kicked my butt pretty badly. But then again, I cheated, so what can I say? Oh god, I'm just kidding. I don't cheat. I do not cheat on anything, anyone, or any, you know. Even on diets, I don't cheat. But then again, I've never taken a diet. I've never needed to take a diet. I'm just rambling at this point. Honestly, I'm pretty sure you guys are saying like, just hurry the hell up and finish the things so I can switch channels. Let's face it, you've already switched channels at this point. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me on that one. You've already switched a long time ago. But. Okay, this would be the gutter runner. This is the, I guess you could say the this would be the quote-unquote captain of this team. Oh wait, would I put the gutter runner? What would go first? Okay, that's what goes first. It's the arm, then the head. So let me put the arm real quick. Where would the arm go? The arm would go right here with the knife in it. Okay. Now I can pretty sure I can hear some of you guys saying, I don't assemble these right. You don't assemble these right, broken. I assemble these different. And like, oh, okay, well, there we go. That's you, and this is me. So there you go. There is our gutter runner. I consider him to be like the captain of this team. I don't know. You guys can call him something else, but that's what I generally would call him. Again, that's just me though. So there we go. There is our gutter runner, and that's perfect. All right, let me put this guy back real quick. All right, and those are both there as a Skaven team, all taken out. And let me do a quick little, I guess you could say, showcase. I don't know if you would call it a showcase or not, because I don't have these guys. I don't have these guys like completely painted, only assembled. But let me do a quick little showcase. Let me bring these guys out real quick. Now, what you have here, let me see. I believe this is a catcher, a gutter runner, and here's the blitzer. And here are your 3 line rats. I know they're called linemen, but I mean they're all rats. So there we go. There are your linemen. Or sorry, there's your Skaven team. Here is their coin with here's their symbol on them, which honestly I think is pretty cool. It's almost like a cult kind of thing with the Blitz Bowl logo behind it, or Blood Bowl logo, I should say. Here's their score marker, which is a rat's fist holding on to a piece of crystal or a football. That really is up to you. That's your choice. And then here are their 3 little footballs. See, I think these are really cool. I like this one especially because it looks like it has like a little green, yeah, like a little green flame coming right off of it. I have them all assembled or painted in another set I have, but I'll show you guys that at a different time. And then here for our humans, we have linemen, linemen, linemen. They're going to sit right there, nice and pretty. Here's our blitzer. Here is our catcher. And here is our thrower. And those are the humans. Here is their score marker, which is basically a fist with some brass knuckles. And I'm not going to lie, these are honestly insanely cool. I love these a lot. Here is the coin. Again, it's like an eagle looking thing. I want to say eagle or a hawk. I honestly have no idea what the Reaver's actual like symbol is. I want to say eagle because, hang on. There we go. I want to say eagle because every single time I go to like a fantasy thing, every bird is, or every like bird of prey raptor is always an eagle looking thing. And then here are the footballs. They're all the exact same things. Let me put these off to the side right here and show you that this is just a plain. Let me see if I can get that to focus. Oh my god. Focus, you little... That's probably the best I can get. It's just a plain football with spikes on it. That's all it is, really. But yeah, that is all, both teams fully assembled. I don't know if you guys want... Like, I will leave this up to you guys completely. I'd say within a week. Yeah, in 1 week, after looking at the comments, I will either have a video out or I will decide then and there whether or not I should paint these guys or whether or not I should just play with them as is. Again, if I play with them as is, I'll do like a quick little, just like a mock game, like, hey, here's how you play kind of thing. But yeah, these are both teams. Oh, here's a little idea of what they would look like once fully, I guess you could say, assembled and painted. Here's the Skaven team. Like, the Skaven team for here, I used purple and yellow for these guys. And then for my own personal favorite, I guess my very first team I did, my personal human team, I did a red and black because honestly I'm just an edgy guy. Let's face it, I'm a little bit on the edgy side. But yeah, and like I said, that's it guys. That is it for this video. I have assembled both teams. Please let me know if I should paint them or play. Honestly, I'm thinking I might play first and then paint. And then we'll kind of go from there because I have an idea what I want to do with all of my Blood Bowl teams. I'm just going to say Blood Bowl with all my teams, not just these 2. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. So until next time, this is Broken Soul saying, may y'all souls be ever bright. I love you guys. Bye.